Hi Year 6, good morning. This video is going to read to you today's comprehension text, which is Pig Heart Boy by Malorie Blackman. There's a context at the beginning which I'll read to you now. Cameron is 13 and in desperate need of a heart transplant when a pioneering doctor approaches his family with a startling proposal. He can give Cameron a new heart, but it's not one from a human, one from a pig. This is a powerful, engrossing story about friendship, family, and loyalty that also tackles a range of topical, controversial issues such as animal rights and xenotransplantation. Okay. Xenotransplantation, sorry. Not a word I was expecting to read today. So the text is kind of split into two boxes. You read one box, both columns, and then the second box, both columns, okay? I'm going to read both to you now. Everyone ready? asked Rashid. Okay, let's do it. First one to dive and touch the bottom, then come back up and touch the side of the pool wins. Ready? Steady? Go! In an instant, all four boys disappeared under the water. I held my breath as I watched until my lungs started to ache and my heart started to pound and I couldn't stand it any longer. And still, none of my friends had emerged from the water. I gasped, my whole body screaming in angry, pained protest as I concentrated on filling my lungs. Slow down. I've stopped holding my breath now, I told my heart. Just slow down. I knew that within the next few weeks I'd no longer be able to come swimming with Marlon and my other friends. I knew it as surely as I knew my own name. Because my heart was getting worse. So I had to hang on to these last moments of independence, even if part of me was just fooling myself. Travis, our school moron, was right about that at least. I was a weed, and a feeble one at that. Long moments later, Marlon and Andrew emerged from the water, quickly followed by Rashid, then Nathan. Some swam, some thrashed for the side of the pool. Marlon made it back first, laughing and gasping. Marlon always made it back first. I win! I win! Marlon shouted. Let's do it again, said Andrew. Only this time we have to go down and come up and then do the same again before we make for the side of the pool. I gave the water one last vicious kick, then stood up slowly. I couldn't bear to listen to any more. It was as if there was a glass wall separating me from the rest of the world. All I could do was watch and envy my friends as they swam and dived and did whatever they wanted without a care in the world. They never bothered to ask me if I wanted to join them. They all knew I couldn't. I was weak and feeble and had to stay in the shallow end. I shouldn't have been in the pool in the first place, and we all knew it. I turned and watched Marlon and the others play daredevil dive again. They were in the middle of the pool, not the deep end. The bottom of the pool sloped down gently from the shallow end for 3/4 of the pool and then came to a sudden drop like the end of an underwater cliff, and after that the water was really deep. That's how they played daredevil dive. They had to dive and touch the bottom of the pool at the deep end before emerging from the water. The deep end of the pool was several meters down, so there was no way I could join in. I wondered bitterly what it must be like to kick your legs and dive down without fear that your heart would give out before you got to the bottom. What was it like to dive with a body that could do as your mind commanded? I would never know. I walked back to the changing rooms, my mind swimming as my body could not. By the entrance to the pool there was a full-length mirror. I caught sight of myself, my shoulders drooped, my mouth turned down, my eyes miserable. I looked at my torso. I clenched my fist and banged it against the left side of my chest in what started off as a slow tattoo, but which grew increasingly faster and harder. In there. I couldn't see it, but I could hear it and feel it, and it was ruining my life. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't run. I couldn't dance. I couldn't play football. I couldn't swim. And it was all because of my heart. I hated it.